The materials that you're going to need for this project are going to be your yarn. My main color is going to be this blue, and then you're going to have an accent color. I'm going to be using this blue, but I typically use a fuzzy yarn. But since that's harder to see, I'm just going to use this blue yarn and some cups. If you don't know how to make a cup, then I will leave a link in the description box or up in the little eye in the corner up here. A 4.5 millimeter hook, and then 3 rings. Your rings can be plastic, wood, minor metal, or whatever else there is. A needle and a pair of scissors. To begin, you are going to take your cup and place it on your body where it would be resting, and you are going to measure from the corner of the cup under your armpit to the middle of your back, subtract an inch, and make a chain that length. For me, mine was a chain of 15, so make your chain. And then you are going to yarn over and insert your hook into the corner of the cup, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. That is a double crochet, and you are going to put a double crochet into each row all the way across the bottom of your cup. At the end of the row, you are going to chain 2, turn your work, and double crochet all the way across all of your double crochets and all of your chains. You are going to continue to do double crochet rows until you have a total of 8 rows. Once you finish your 8 rows, here's what it should look like. And you are just going to cut and tie off your yarn. And then you are going to do the same thing with the other cup, but you are going to make the chain come from the other side. So there's that, and then that. And again, you're going to do 8 rows of double crochet. And then once you've made both of those, you are going to take your accent yarn make a slip knot, insert your hook into this corner, right there in the chain, and then put your slip knot onto your hook, pull through, and then chain one. Oops. Now you're going to yarn over and put a half double crochet into each of these chains all the way until you get to this last chain space. Now at this chain space, we are going to do a decrease stitch, and you're not going to just go through this loop, you're going to come over here to the chain space before it, and you are going to make a half double crochet but not finish it. And you're going to yarn over and insert into the first stitch of your cup, yarn over and pull through, then yarn over, pull through two, then yarn over and pull through all of your loops. So it's going to look like that. And then you are going to continue to half double crochet all the way up until you get to your middle stitch of the cup. Once you get to the middle stitch of your cup, you are going to put 3 half double crochets into that middle stitch. 2 and 3. Then you are going to continue to half double crochet all the way down the cup. Put 1 half double crochet into this double crochet row right here, and then you're going to put a half double crochet into, it's technically the same row, but it's the stitch part where you would stitch in from the double crochet. So you are putting 2 half double crochets into each row. So then again, this space right here, and then this space, and this space, this space. Continue that all the way down. You should have 16 stitches from here to down here. Now from here we are going to chain 2. We are going to place a double crochet into this last stitch that you went into. So double crochet, and then you are going to continue to double crochet all the way across this bottom row, and then stop right here, then cut and tie off your yarn. This is what it should look like. You are not going to crochet over here. Now you are going to do the same thing over with the other side. Everything is going to be the same, except you are going to do it backwards. So you are going to start here, chain 2, then double crochet along here, and then chain 1 and half double crochet this way up until you get to the middle of the cup, put 3 half double crochets into the middle stitch, then half double crochet back down until you get to the last stitch in your cup, and then you are going to decrease stitch this stitch with this stitch, and then you are going to half double crochet back to here.
Now that we have both borders done on each side, we are going to sew on our rings. We are going to use the same yarn to sew on all 3 rings on one side, and then we're going to get another piece for the other side. But cut a long piece of yarn and thread your needle. Then you are going to take your hoop and you are going to go into the chain space from this side and through your hook, pull it, but don't pull it all the way through. Leave a decent tail. Doesn't have to be too long. And then you are going to go into the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then you are going to work your way back into those same 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one you are just going to go in and then you are going to tie your tail with your active yarn. Just tie it in a double knot and then keep your tail because you're going to still use it at the end. And then continue going into those same stitches. And now into the next 2 stitches, you are just going to weave through them like that. Pick up your next hoop. And weave 4 stitches through it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make your way back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then one more time, you're going to go forward. weave through the next 2 stitches. Grab your last hoop and sew it on in the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, and 4. Here's what it's looking like. And then go back. 2. 3 and 4, and then back to over here. Now, that's what that's looking like. We are going to now go back down through the same loops, and then weave through these 2, back down these, weave through these 2, back down here, and then we are going to tie it off to our tail again.
Now you are going to repeat the same process, putting these hoops over here the same way you did over on this side. Now that your hoops are secure, we are going to work on the halter and the chest part. So we are going to take our accent yarn, make a slip knot, insert your hook into the slip knot, and now you're going to make a chain of 50. Now here's your chain 50. We are going to insert our hook into the middle stitch of the cup on the right side first. and make a slip stitch. And now we are going to count the number of stitches down to here on our cup. So for me, that number is 22. So I am going to make a chain of 22. Now that you have your chain, you are going to insert into the top hoop and make a single crochet. So now it should look like this. If you don't want this to be so tight, you can add a few chains to it. And then you are going to chain the same number that you chained right here over to this side. Slip stitch into the middle stitch of the cup. There we go. And now you are going to make another chain of 50. Now cut and tie off your yarn. And then the last thing that you will need to do will be weave in all of your ends, and then that will finish it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like my content, then please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in my next one.